Today, we are in uncertain times. We are facing pandemic, economic upheaval, and we're quarantined in our homes. Now, some things are out of our control, but now we need to be calm, strong, and courageous. This is within our control, or should I say, it is within our control to practice. I'm Lori Friesen with Living Well Up Here, and today we're going to talk about ways that you can gain strength of character in these difficult times. Let's get started. We are the flawed hero of our journey. We're the protagonist, the main character of our story. Are we a hero or villain? Generous or greedy? Brave or cowardly? Loving or hateful? Cool-headed or frantic? Being human, we are probably a mix of those things. But now more than ever in our lifetime, we need to identify who we want to be and practice being that regardless of the surrounding circumstances. Rudyard Kipling wrote a beautiful poem to his son. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs, if you can meet triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors the same, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. To practice being the best version of you, identify what you have control over and what you don't have control over. We don't have control over government decisions. We don't have control over the at-large economic situation. We don't have control over this pandemic. But we do have control over the intentions we set with our heart, that we can provide strength for our family and our community. I believe in creating beauty whenever and wherever I can. For me, this means reaching out to loved ones on FaceTime or the phone, preparing and sharing a meal, walking my dogs who continue to believe that going for a walk is the most amazing thing you could possibly do. And they do so with magnificent, jolly abandon. I'm also glad for this downtime to prepare and plant my vegetable garden. It may come in especially helpful this year. What is within your control for the better? We are being asked to quarantine to protect ourselves from a virus contagion. But we also need to protect ourselves from social contagion. A social contagion is the emotional behavioral actions of others that can infect us in a positive or negative way. You may have recognized this at times when you're with someone and it's like, well, if you're angry, then I'm angry. Or if you're disrespectful, well, I'm going to be disrespectful. But social contagion can also work toward the good. We can spread and infect others with a sense of calm and strength in this difficult time. Fear and panic can be the worst kind of social contagion, contributing to this mob mentality that may lead to panic, hoarding, and a whole host of other poorly thought out decisions. If you're listening to the news all day with the sensationalism and all the conflicting reports, you may be being exposed and inflicted with a negative social contagion. I suggest that you check in with the news to get the information that you need to be informed, but then move on to more positive activities like interacting with your family or learning something new or creating something. We are in unprecedented times for our generation. You may find that you're experiencing to various degrees some difficult emotions. Acknowledging those emotions can help us to restore and recover and avoid complications through the natural healing process. Some of the difficulties you may be experiencing include sense that life is out of balance, disbelief, numbness, heightened response to noise, jumpiness, uncomfortable being alone, sadness, difficulty sleeping, increase or decrease in appetite, anger or irritability, difficulty making decisions or thinking creatively, forgetfulness, that's my go-to, physical discomfort, aches and pains, feeling guilty that others have suffered more, social withdrawals, feeling of being out of control or going crazy, and loss of feeling secure in the world, self-doubt, magical thinking, and superstitions. There are some practices that you can incorporate into your daily routine that can greatly reduce your chances of any long-term stress reactions. Acknowledging your feelings, talking to somebody about your feelings, journaling your feelings is important. Anytime we deny that we're feeling something difficult, we might not be aware of it, but our body remembers. And then we find situations like when there's spilt milk, we'll say something like, "I'm not mad." Practice patience. Many of us have had this go, go, go lifestyle, and remaining still in our homes can be challenging. And for others, all this family time, it can be challenging, boring, or even irritating. So if you're finding you're experiencing difficult emotions, don't hesitate to give yourself a timeout or go for a walk outside to collect yourself. Let's take this time to grow together and not blow apart. Here's some other practices that you might want to incorporate to help manage this difficult time. Maintain a routine. This is especially helpful if you have children in the home. Get up about the same time. Make your bed. Get dressed. Have breakfast. Get adequate sleep, but not too much. Avoid excessive alcohol, drugs, or sugar to numb feelings, as these substances contribute to depression. Get outside every day for sunshine and exercise. We live in a beautiful place with lots of room for outside activities with social distancing. Aerobic exercise is a great antidepressant and anti-anxiety activity. Maintain a healthy diet. Be open to the effects these experiences may have on you. Don't have unrealistic expectations about recovery or think there's an easy answer. Take one step at a time. Connect with others within our own homes or reach out to friends and family with your preferred mode of communication, be it social media, phone, FaceTime, or even old school letter writing. If you would like more information about living well here in Tehachapi or beyond, please ask a question, leave a comment, or subscribe below. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, be well. Bye.